Well, everybody's got to do something. I kind of starved out of the livestock business and always had a fascination for silver-mounted bits and spurs, so I thought I would be able to make them. But I've just done it by trial and error. This is a California mission style bit, the Santa Barbara. There are some other mission styles. There's Santa Paula and Santa Susana and Las Cruces. And there are variations of all of those bits. The bit that I'm going to make here now will be different than any other bit that I've ever made. I'm making a piece that is traditional with tools that are not. The first bandsaw I had, it was small. I realized I needed a big saw, and big saws cost a lot of money, so I made this saw out of bicycle wheels. It works well enough that I haven't ever done anything about getting a different one. I'm just cutting this out so that we can put the silver in. The edge is quite rough where I have sawed it, and it needs to be real smooth. And so I use this cutoff wheel on a Dremel tool to smooth that up. This is welded in and it won't ever come out. After the teardrop pieces have been soldered on, I put a bigger dome to cover that large hole here. These areas are all inlaid. I used a lot of flowers, and scrolls flow nice. You can do about anything you want as long as it looks nice. When I first started engraving, I got a book about it, and one of the first things I read was that engraving is a form of art and that it's up to the artist. To just cut a deep gouge in it doesn't make it. The engraving needs to kind of have a nice flow to it, and then the cuts need to be bright and smooth and even so they look more natural. Has to have some deep cuts and some shallow cuts, and they need to blend together to give it some dimension. And it's ready to have the mouthpiece put on it. I've made this die. I'll put it in my press and make that shape. This part goes between the roof of their mouth and their tongue. California style bits and spurs are more finely made. They have more silver on them, more engraving, more intricate work than from the plains. I had a fellow from Texas, and he had started a pair of spurs, and he brought them to me and wanted me to do a little work on them. So I did a little work on them, kind of finished them, and I didn't spend very much time. They were really pretty rough. And when I gave them to him, he said, "Oh, those are way too shiny, too smooth." He said, I need them rougher. So there is that difference.